So I'm prepared to throw our accumulative score of my scoring side of the scoring of the movies of what you haven't seen
What?
out the window.
Right. You were saying I think you said that last week.
Yeah.
That you were thinking about just throwing
I've
caution to the
picked
wind.
a film that probably never seen theaters, and if it did, wasn't there for long. Probably almost nobody's heard of. A movie that I found in the bargain bin, but it had like one of my like go-to stars. Oh, they're in it. I'm watching it.
I don't know where.
Have you seen Defendor?
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
Defendor. That time of year again.
So there's so many things to unpack. First of all, I feel disgusting and grateful.
It's October 10th. There's eggnog.
Yes, simultaneously. I mean, by the time this episode comes out, it will be October 20th.
Yeah.
And so that's a little bit more. But listen,
Still not past
we're drinking eggnog.
Halloween.
And I am not one of those don't put the Christmas decorations in the store until after Remembrance
they're already
Day.
in the store too.
No, I know, but the whole after Remembrance Day thing.
Yeah.
And not because and that's not me weighing into either side of whether it's right or wrong. I just think it's a losing battle, right? Like I don't, it is what it is.
Corporations going to do what corporations do.
They're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But eggnog before Halloween feels like I should be eating peanut M&Ms right now, not drinking eggnog. Like it's a little, and I think like, is it normally in the store this early? This feels
don't know.
early.
I don't have a problem with I
don't have a problem.
I am of the opinion that like Christmas stuff shouldn't be anywhere near shelves or people's yards until like mid-November.
Right.
But eggnog, I don't know. It's like a fall treat. So
it's like fall.
Give it to me in October 10th is great.
Because that's the thing. Like come January, it's hard to find eggnog.
It is.
Like it just disappears. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I guess when you put it like, if you put it into perspective like that, then a month and a half is not long enough to sell a product.
Yeah, and like the packaging isn't super Christmassy. Like it's kind of got.
I mean, it's got your reds and your golds,
fancy swirly stuff going on, but that could be.
Could be anything. The other thing is, listen, there is. I want to explain to you how the world works.
Enlighten me, as I am like almost 10 years your elder.
So people make right, but we have different. Okay, true, but we have different specializations in the world. We have different educations, different.
Absolutely, you know things I don't know.
When it comes to creating content for an audience. One of the criteria for creating such content is choosing topics or content that will pique people's interest. I think you have. I think you. I'm offering you an award.
Oh.
And that is the award of...
Do I get to take a trophy home?
After well over 400 episodes, you have officially...
I haven't done 400 episodes.
Put forth... No, but 400 episodes of the podcast.
Yeah.
You have officially put forth the most obscure, least relevant no one is going to listen to this episode because nobody knows what the hell it is. Congrats.
You talk about the film I've chosen.
Like, this is literally what we are doing
sure,
right now. We have
DVDs,
never wasted as much time doing an episode of the podcast as we are about to do. It sounds like I'm genuinely, my hat is off to you.
Thank you.
Like,
So I'll jump into first impressions.
Human Centipede. Human Centipede would have been more
relevant. People would have known what it
enticing
is.
to people.
Yeah.
They would have gone, "Ooh, interesting." The movie
People are going to see the
take.
title Defendor for this. They'll be like,
What the hell is
who's
that?
even in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hello and welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
yeah, I'm Carl.
Whoa.
I went first.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say we're the B team.
Oh, we're the B team. I forgot the B team.
You jumped the gun and
no.
screwed up the bit.
I did the
It's
thing.
your bit.
It's my thing.
It's your bit.
B team.
Son
Damn
of
it.
a bitch.
You're Brady.
I'm Brady. So we're here doing Defendor.
Defendor.
This is our series. This is our first time watch series where we take turns going back and forth, making the other person watch a film that they haven't seen, but we feel like they should.
Yeah.
You made me watch a bunch of Robin Hood
Yeah.
and then some orgies.
Yeah.
Well, one orgy.
Conan. Yeah.
One orgy for sure. And then some Doggy Style.
Yep.
And
And then some
superhero-esque stuff.
Kind of alternate take on superhero genre stuff.
Yeah. I just had you watch horror,
all kinds of horrible horror,
and then the odd and then I did a violent swing into iconic comedy,
old school comedy. Yeah.
I will say two things. Number one, we both have some considerations to do in the coming weeks.
Okay.
So next week,
so?
next week it's my pick,
Yeah.
and that is what it is.
Sure.
The following week is your pick again.
Okay.
That will
That is
be
how this
episode,
goes.
and I don't know what type of, I don't know if there's a comedy that you're into. I don't think this is typically your genre of comedy. However, maybe it won't work out because there's going to be a new release or two. I was going to say, if it weren't for the Joker new release episode that's coming with Pete and I, and if it weren't for all these other things, then that would have been episode 420. And if you're ever going to put forth a stoner comedy, then that is the one to do. But I am going to give you a warning.
Okay.
Next week it's my pick.
Right.
Then it's your pick.
That's how this works.
Then it's my pick again.
Yep. Continuing to work how it works.
And that pick is for me, is it's the week of Halloween. And so we may have to take a 1 week stroll down horror lane.
Oh, okay.
It's Halloween.
Okay.
It's Halloween.
I mean, there's lots of horrors that aren't, or Halloween movies that aren't horrors that I haven't seen.
Like what? Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin?
I've seen that.
Oh, see, then horror.
What's there's a Tim Burton one. I haven't seen. Was it Corpse Bride?
Yeah. Anyways, initial impressions of Defendor.
Yeah. Okay. So Defendor. Yeah. As the prelude.
Oh, and I was thinking, because this was the thing last week about our initial impressions, and it's something Pete and I have been flubbing as well. When the initial impressions was introduced on this podcast, and Pete, I hope you're listening, listen up. When the initial, and I'm just as guilty of this. This is like a self-criticism as well. It was okay, you have 30 seconds or less. Any of the little details, the minutia, that's the meat of the episode. We'll get to that.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds or less to say, this is the synopsis of this is the synopsis of my review.
Okay.
Short and stupid, sweet.
I'm gonna give it a quick preamble, but yeah.
Okay, guys.
Just to kind of say, you already heard a little bit at the beginning of the episode where
Pete,
this is a movie. Woody Harrelson is one of those actors that
yeah,
if he's in it, I want to see it.
Right.
Picked it up in a bargain bin. So, my initial impressions to this is it is a sleeper hit. It's worth more than what it looks.
Okay.
That would be my short but
That's
sweet.
good. And I think that's supposed to, like, I think you nailed that. That's what it should be. My initial impression, I had no expectations. From the second you showed me the case, it looked like a porn parody of Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
It does. It's got that kind of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's got Woody Harrelson on it, so you know it's not.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, and what I will say to wrap up my initial impression is I think that this movie, although appears stupid on the surface, I think this movie has a lot to say. And I think that there are a couple of really, really solid
One-liners.
Well, yeah. But like filmmaking tactics or things that were intentionally done that if you pick up on them adds all kinds of layers and it's just good filmmaking. I got some issues with it. We'll get into those.
Sure.
But all in all, I think it's a good film.
Sure. All right.
Or fun. I said fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised. I am surprised how much I enjoyed it. I mean, it's Woody Harrelson, it's Kat Dennings, and it's Elias Cotes playing the crooked cop. Those are, I mean, there's other people.
There's a few faces you might recognize.
Yeah,
what's his name from House of Cards is the buddy, the good friend.
Paul Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Paul Kelly's great in this. Paul Kelly, his character in this is genuinely the most solid human being.
Yeah.
Like, is looking after this guy. I feel like, okay.
Sandra
I feel like we have to give a synopsis of the film.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
We
Do
need
you want
to
to run it down or should I?
Well, so I just want to. First, I found the IMDb synopsis, and I take real issue with it.
Okay. Read it.
Arthur Poppington, a regular man who adopts a superhero persona. No,
Issue already.
hang on. Not a regular guy.
He's not a regular guy at all.
This is not your typical Joe. Known as Defendor, combs the city streets at night in search of his arch enemy, Captain Industry. So
Is that it?
that's what it says.
That's it?
I'll expand. It's a synopsis, not the plot. I'll expand on that a little and say a guy who likely
He's on the
has
spectrum.
Yeah, he likely has some sort of autism or something like that. He has some social disabilities and learning disorders. Who it is revealed to us has experienced a pretty traumatic childhood. His mother was probably some sort of drug. I mean this in the actual literal sense of the definition.
She was a sex worker.
She was a sex worker,
was
but
probably-
also drugs.
Yeah.
So and not in like the derogatory term, but in the like literal definition of the term, was most likely a crack whore. Like she was doing tricks for drugs.
Yeah.
Walks out on him
Yeah. Left with his grandpa who fought in the First World War.
and is a dick. Is not he's a dick.
He's an old school parent figure, but he's not even a parent.
Yeah,
right?
but he calls a kid an idiot because he can't read the comic book and tells him it's time for
that
him
would
to
probably
read.
be pretty.
Hold this still or I'm gonna whack you.
That's. I would say
a dick.
that's probably pretty accurate to parenting it back then, in his day.
And they were all dicks. There's a reason there's so much generational trauma throughout.
Listen, you walk back from World War I with one arm, you're gonna have your own issues
For sure.
too.
And so, yeah, this guy, he puts together this outfit and he goes out vigilante style and is after he gets told by his grandfather as a child that the captains of industry are who are responsible for the downfall of his mother, the captains of industry, the drug pushers.
Yeah.
And as you do when you're a little kid and you mishear or
Well, not just even a little kid on the spectrum.
He hears Captain Industry instead of Captains of Industry, grows up to want to fight crime and track down this Captain Industry guy.
Yeah. Learn to reading comic books,
Yeah.
idolizes superheroes.
Ends up getting himself kind of caught up in a situation with a corrupt vice detective and his boss, not his cop boss, but like his criminal boss, who's sort of this crime lord guy who he thinks he comes to believe is Captain Industry. And all the while has befriended a girl who probably reminds him very much of his mother.
Yeah. Another sex worker
Who's into drugs.
Yeah.
And that's where I'll say right off the bat, this film has so much to say, because you could easily just watch this and go, wow, it's a funny dynamic. It's an interesting dynamic to have these two paired up. Arthur, who's our character's name, Arthur Poppington. Arthur, I think what this film is trying to communicate is that one of the reasons, besides just being a really decent guy, one of the reasons why Arthur is helping this girl in the way that he is because it is his mom. And he has a chance to help her and save her. It's kind of like Andrew Garfield catching Zendaya in No Way Home, right?
Yeah.
It's a chance to save someone from the same thing that he was unable to save his mom from.
I think narratively, there's definitely a little bit of that. Also, narratively, he's just a good guy that wants to help everybody, right? Like the when we find out about why he's after Captain Industry, the lines preceding that from his grandpa were, "Don't hate the users, hate the pushers."
Hate the pushers,
right? So he's even though his grandpa was hard,
which
as a parental
is
figure,
very progressive for his grandfather.
He's like his grandpa taught him right.
Yeah, but again, you don't see a lot of that from that World War I surviving generation, right? You see a lot of like, you're druggies and sucking up welfare and,
So, but
So that's I think that's a really solid and fascinating layer. Because I was trying to at the end of the day, if you were to say, well, what is the moral of this movie, and the response could kind of almost be, well, dealer's choice. I mean, throw a dart at a board and you're going to hit something that is probably communicated in this film, right? There's the obvious one, of course, of fight back.
Yeah.
But then there's so much of like,
be a good person.
Be a good person. Be a good
Help
person
others.
to others, and how that, because in the end he
Don't
does
do drugs.
save her. He does save her.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Right? Like, even though Arthur, spoiler alert, dies in this film,
Yeah.
Kat ends up giving up crack and pursuing writing, which is what Arthur told her she should do.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool. Which really, once you've shot a corrupt cop in the dick, it's
Makes
time.
a hell of a story for a first novel.
It's time to walk away from the drugs.
That rest of that guy's life is hell.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
No dick, and you're going to prison.
And you're going to prison.
You're only receiving at that point.
Oh my gosh. So It so they made this movie with a $4 million budget,
Yeah.
which makes sense. There's really no special effects.
No. The special effects are bees.
I'm pretty
pretty
sure.
much it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's shot on film. Even though this is a 2009 movie, I'm pretty sure it's shot on film. Sound mix was Dolby Digital. Technical specs. Camera was Panavision. Technicolor. Negative format was 35 mil. Yeah, so it was shot on film, which I don't know if that was for budgetary reasons. I mean, nowadays it's actually more expensive to shoot on film. A lot of the time, but maybe not the case in 2009 when film was becoming considered the older, obsolete tech that we were moving forward to into digital. Right. Despite being made for a $4 million budget, this film brought in $44 million at the U.S. box office. So it was profitable.
Money.
Yeah. It that's
low budget.
A good payday.
This is a film and I again, I didn't ever knew it came to theaters. My assumption is that this film, and I've not done any research on this, so hearsay, you probably find it here while I'm talking, but I bet you this is one of those films that floats around the film festivals, and that's where it makes its money and it gets its views. And
well, let's see. Defender had its world premiere at the 2009 Toronto International Film Festival.
There you go. Yeah.
Sony Pictures Worldwide Acquisitions Group acquired the distribution rights to the film in the United States and most of Asia, Europe, and South America. The Canadian rights were pre-sold to Alliance Films as part of their film's financing deals. However, Sony Pictures Worldwide Acquisitions Group decided not to release the film in the United States theatrically. So Darius Films, which produced the film, self-released the film in the United States theatrically on February 26, 2010.
It's a couple years after it was originally made.
It was about a year. 2009.
2009?
Not even a year. September to February. Yeah, so I mean, it did get a theatrical release. It sounds like it was probably a pretty limited theatrical release.
Yeah.
It's curious to me, how do you... filming took place in and around Toronto and Hamilton, Ontario. Specific filming locations included the Hamilton City Centre, Humber River Regional Hospital, and a Toronto warehouse. It's curious to me that that not only do you have Kat Dennings in this, who isn't a superstar, but does enough projects.
Yeah.
But you have Woody Harrelson. This is the guy, the same guy that agreed to this film.
You got Michael Kelly, Sandra Oh.
No, I know. But specifically, the biggest name on that list obviously is Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that, this is the type of script that you read, and if you're anybody other than Woody Harrelson or Nicolas Cage, you ask yourself very seriously and you contemplate, is this a career killer? Am I going to get any scripts sent my way after this comes out?
It's is this the film that kills my career the way it killed Ben Stiller's character's career in Tropic Thunder? You never go full retard. Sorry.
I hate you. Yeah, I like the movie.
Yeah,
I like the movie.
It's fun. Like, I agree with you. Like, when you first see it, when it first kind of presents itself, even in the first 10 minutes of the film, you're like, oh, what am I getting myself into? What did you get yourself into, Woody Harrelson? But the film grows on you, and the character of Arthur, you start rooting for him and loving him, and he stops being Woody Harrelson and he becomes Arthur to like the Woody Harrelson's acting in this is great because like I really feel like he transforms into somebody else.
Yeah,
for me. And the only other,
he's great.
Like, yeah. Have you ever seen what's it called? It's a British comedy. What's that? What's the name of the guy who made The Office? And
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. He does a TV show on Netflix, where he plays a guy on the spectrum that works at a nursing home.
Oh.
And it is phenomenal. Derek. It's called
Oh,
Derek.
okay, I've heard of it.
So good. Like it's an English comedy, so it's pretty dry and it's pretty slow at times. The style that it is, but like you just grow to like this film parallels that in that Ricky Gervais does such a good job that he stops being Ricky Gervais.
Right.
Like there's 3 or 4 seasons, and at the end of the last episode of the last season, they do bloopers from the whole show.
Right.
And it's jarring.
Oh, because he's breaking character during the bloopers.
Yeah, and you're like, where's Derek? Who are you, you monster? Give us Derek back.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I feel like Woody Harrelson does this here. So in the way that I'm just absorbed into Arthur.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah. Like when Arthur dies, oh man. I get choked up. Like I got choked up and misty, and it takes a bit for a movie to do that.
Really?
But I shed a tear again.
I mean,
watching that.
It definitely. I didn't have that.
No.
That sort of emotional response. But no, I think it's. I think it's good. I think that it's not. It does. It gets better the longer you watch it. Like the more the movie goes on, the better it gets.
And it's not a slow burn. It's just like your initial buy-in is hesitant because of the initial presentation.
I think it just takes a bit for you to really buy into this world and kind of
the more you sit
care.
with it, the more you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because at first I was like, okay, what is this? And then I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. But I was also like, but is it good? Like, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. But is it good? And then by the end of the film, I'm like, I don't think it's bad. Right? Like, I'm not gonna scream from the mountaintops about the film. I'm not gonna tell everyone like, hey, this is, spoiler alert, I'm not giving it a 9 today. But it is good. And there are several moments where, from a writing and directorial debut standpoint, there's some really cool stuff going on. The first one is when the cops come in at the start of the film to the diner where Arthur is sitting and having his meal, and they arrest him.
Yeah.
And Arthur's sitting there, and you see this kind of shot. I think some of it takes place from inside the diner, but you're also seeing some of it from outside through the diner window. And 2 cops have got their guns pulled, and they're yelling at Arthur, show us your hands, whatever, and they're arresting him and blah, blah, blah. And most of the other booths in this diner are full, have people in them. Nobody looks up.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice.
Nobody looks up. Everyone is just waiter still taking someone else's order. There's an old man in the booth across from him just having his coffee and doing his word search. And I think it's really, really, really smart and really intentional, because what it's communicating with you is this is the state of the city.
Yeah.
This doesn't
right.
This doesn't phase anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
It also doesn't draw the eye away from what you want everyone to pay attention to.
For
visually.
sure. But literally no one even turns and looks.
That's a good point. I never even noticed that before. That's cool.
And then the other one that really stuck out for me is when Kat's breaking back into Arthur's place, or comes back, and now she's got the red wig on. She's trying to snoop through his like spy gear, and the same scene where she ends up returning,
which is kids'
spy gear. Bro, that's all he can afford.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to him, it's real spy gear.
Yeah, and ends up returning his comic in this scene. But what's great about it is, they start the scene by showing that Arthur's sleeping, and you can hear him snoring. Mm-hmm. And as Kat's rooting around, you can every so often hear a snore edited into the audio, sort of in the background. And as I'm watching this, I'm like, every time I would hear that snore, because sometimes there was like 4 or 5 seconds in, like it felt like a bit of a longer gap between the snores, but every time you heard the snore, there was a little bit of a release, a little bit of like, okay, still sleeping, right? Like it was that not gonna get caught, still sleeping. Okay. Oh, okay, still sleeping. Why isn't he snoring? Where's the snore? Is this intentional? Is it? And then sure enough, a couple of seconds later you hear, but it was just, I think they did a really good job of creating this tension in a almost subconscious, like there's tension that's created in a horror film with the strings swelling and whatever else, and welling. And that's really in your face. We want you to know that we're creating tension.
Right.
I think there's some really great shots in this where they are creating tension, but you aren't even aware that they're doing that.
Right.
It's just happening. So, yeah. So I think that's
cool.
I think that's fun.
So one thing I feel like maybe you missed it, and that's why you didn't catch on right away. But when he got shot the first time in the alley, and then you went to the hospital, and you're like, what? How do you live? Did it not click to you that he was an undercover cop or the undercover cop? Because earlier in the film, the chief was talking about, oh yeah, I got an undercover cop in the biker gang.
Yeah. Well, because at that point, it's not clear.
It was foreshadowed well.
Well, and it's not clear entirely whether that was someone else or if it is our scuzzbag vice cop, and we just don't know just how far undercover is he? Right? Is he the type of undercover where he's giving out drugs and receiving oral sex from crackheads in cars? Like, is that... No, but you know what I mean? Like, for a film...
On his own time?
Well, if you're undercover, there's no such thing as on and off the clock, right? You're living your cover. But yeah, so I knew there was... I hadn't clicked it. Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
It's interesting. Last time you had me watch a film about a guy sitting in a police station retelling the events of the film. This time you had me watch a film about a guy sitting in a psychiatric office retelling the events of the film. And having said that, one of my issues with The Usual Suspects was that not that they had a non-linear storytelling method, but that they had a non-linear storytelling method, and I didn't think they did it well. This movie does it well.
Yeah.
Like, I was sitting watching it going, okay, so there's 3 different things that are happening here. Technically there's 4 different timelines. There is him sitting in the psychiatric evaluation.
Right.
There's the flashbacks that he's telling you about.
To when he was a kid.
There's no. Just like meeting Kat.
Him telling the story.
Talking to the psychiatrist.
Right.
Then there's the ones from when he's a kid. And then there's the moment, sort of like what happens in the first Deadpool movie, where it's like, okay, now we're caught up to the psychiatric evaluation, and now this is real time and we're moving forward.
Usual Suspect does that
no
too, but it happens like at the very end.
Yes.
This one
but it does a shitty job.
This one does it at the end of the second act.
Yeah. And so, but the whole time, right? So we're bouncing back and forth. Okay, now it's a child. Now it's whatever. And at no point did I have to put more than a quarter of a second's thought into, okay, so when is this?
Yeah.
Like, it's done well.
Yeah. Especially for the flashback stuff, I think one of the tricks that they do there is they actually change the filter.
Yeah, the color grading. Yeah,
that helps.
With the child stuff, I think they give it a little bit of a luminescent glow.
Yeah.
So that it's like in his memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with you. Like, this one is a little easier to track. I wonder if part of it's that the different sections are very distinct. Like, it's made pretty obvious that he's got a cast on and he's in a jumpsuit when for the present, we'll call it.
Right.
And in the past stuff, he doesn't have a cast, and he's not as beat up. And
yeah, but it didn't even take that.
No,
it was just clear and easy to follow.
You don't even think it'd be like subconscious stuff. You just think it was just storytelling.
I thought it was just done well,
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And clear and easy to understand. Even given the fact that the Defender theme song, right from the second I first heard it, right, goes do 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 do.
Yeah, sounds
different,
like because of the way they play it.
If you were to Google Superman royalty free, like a sound-alike, really close, but you can get away with it and not. And I almost
change it just enough so we don't get copyright infringed.
And that's clearly what they've done, and have done it on purpose. And the fact that it is like, not just because they wanted that sound, did it on purpose, but I think they intentionally, like, there's intention behind it sounding like a ripoff. There's intention behind it sounding like a just a copy of the Superman song, and I like that. I think that's done well.
Yeah.
What else do you want to know? This is your movie, man. This is your.
Would you?
What I think's funny about this is you said you were going to throw caution to the wind. Well, this is actually going to get a higher score than a lot of the films that you were seriously trying with.
It is, for me, it feels like caution to the wind, because I didn't pick this.
I mean, it is in terms of the listener. The listener's like, I don't know what the hell this is.
You had no idea.
I had no idea. Never.
I knew you would have no idea. And I was just like, I don't know what he'll think of it. I think it's great. But it's like, it's low budget.
Yeah.
And the story's a little weird, even though I love it.
Yep.
And who knows, right? Like, I just kind of looked at my DVDs on my shelf and I was like, what hasn't he seen?
Have you shown this movie to Emily?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't remember it.
Yeah, I could show it to her again. She wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. The gadgets. His quote. Sorry.
yeah.
Let me air quotes that gadgets.
Well, because the thing is he's
discount Batman.
He's discount. So here's the thing. He is, in terms of how superheroes go, he doesn't have any fighting skills.
He doesn't have fighting skills.
And
he's strong.
He's strong.
He does construction work.
Yeah, he's strong in the sense that he can swing his club, but he really...
He's got no technique.
He really doesn't know. He really can't take a hit, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
He gets hit once, and then the tables have turned.
All that being said, the fact that you can easily kick the shit out of him aside,
yeah,
he's pretty damn effective.
Yeah. It's always the same.
He's not bad at what he does. He gets the footage of the
Tricks,
things he's trying to get footage of. He tortures people by spraying lime juice in their eyes.
It gets information he needs because he gets the address.
Becomes a whiz kid with a slingshot. Also is just good at tripping people up by throwing marbles.
So the marbles don't really work until the end.
But he gets good at it.
Yeah.
And then
because he realizes I need more marbles.
Like, my favorite thing was the little jar of angry wasps.
It's a jar.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to do? Not a whole lot.
Except for the fact that it's filled with angry hornets. And then throws it at their feet, and the vial breaks. And at first they're all like
what?
People keep, and here's the thing, people kept underestimating his gadgets, right?
I think that's one of his biggest strengths is people underestimate
the marbles. They're like, okay, give him his marbles back, but the marbles work.
Yeah.
The lime juice, right? When he's spraying him and he's like, "Oh, I'm so afraid of the lime juice," but it friggin' stings.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. It's
he didn't
effective.
enjoy it.
And the thing with the hornets was like, what are you throwing a vial of hornets? Oh, yeah, now we're surrounded by a couple dozen angry
Yeah.
And they're pissed off and stinging us. And so he was effective.
Yeah.
And
he made the few tools he had work.
you really start rooting for the guy. Like, you really go you just want to see him go out and do more stuff.
Yeah.
And what other gadgets might he have?
You want him to get that stun gun he gets hit with.
The stun gun.
Where do I get one of those?
or the gum with the cherry bomb in it.
Oh yeah.
When he's trying to blow the door, which was clearly not locked because that little cherry bomb did jack all. But it was to him, it's the act.
Yeah.
It's the
he's playing it out.
Playing
in
the
his
fantasy.
mind, and for him, it's not fantasy. This will unlock the door.
Oh, in his mind, it was.
I'm bulletproof. No, he doesn't realize he got hit with rubber bullets. But he thinks he's bulletproof.
In his mind, he strapped that door with thermite, not bubble gum and a black cat.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
It's a fun film.
I'm
glad you enjoyed it.
It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. Cool. What else do you want to know? Or
what didn't you like?
What didn't I like?
You said there was a few things. I'm curious.
I mean, I think there's some, and I can't put a finger on it, but I think there's some pacing stuff, maybe. The movie's an hour and 40 some odd minutes. I think you could probably trim about 10 minutes of fat. You could probably get it down to about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 35.
I think I would disagree.
It doesn't drag. No. I'm not saying it drags.
I think it'd be, for me, I think you'd be hard pressed to cut something without cutting something that's important.
Well, and sure, but that can come down to sometimes you just have to get crafty with your writing, right? Like, you would have to make other scenes communicate those things as well, right? And yeah, because that's one of the things too that you can always look at. And when you're looking at a scene and whether or not you cut it, one of the things that you always ask yourself is is this scene giving us any information that we haven't already been given in a different scene? And not that I think the film's like redundant and, you know, whatever. There's some stuff like that. And then ultimately, it's hard to say. It's like, the film's fun. And by the end of it, you're in it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily say it's captivating.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get you captivated, for sure.
And I
I see you got to sit through about 10 to 20 minutes before you're really, really invested.
And I'm not going to be...
10, you're interested. 20, you're invested.
I'm not going to be pondering anything tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And not that every film has to hit you over the head with this big, make you think, tug on your heartstrings, move you kind of thing. And the film, but you can tell that the film tries to, like, that's some of its intent.
It gives you something if you want it.
If you want it. And I think that's sort of, you know, again, not every film needs to give you that, but I think giving an audience that is that much more effective and wonderful in a film like this, when it's wrapped up with goofy, ridiculous nonsense, right? When you're watching a film that you're like, this is, well, a great example, you haven't seen it yet, but it's on my list for you, but Jojo Rabbit is kind of like that.
Right. Yeah.
You've got Taika Waititi playing Hitler.
Not your list for mine. Like, I've wanted to see that.
Yeah, it's got Taika Waititi playing a kid's imaginary friend Hitler. And the movie ends and you're like, whoa. Right? Like you're like, okay, that hit home. Like there's some really heavy stuff in there. I don't know that it gets heavy enough at times, I think, to balance some of the goof. I think, yeah, like ultimately Arthur dies and he does get beat up a bit, but I think maybe I would have liked to see him get a little bit more bludgeoned at some point, right? Like just like a real kind of like, you know, swollen face, swollen eye swollen shut kind of like that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? Like in that moment, because there's the moment where he almost hangs up the towel and then he decides, no, I am the Defendor. But the only reason
he gets his arm broke.
Considers, yeah, but it's mostly because he's been told you can't do this and you have to stop, right? Don't do this.
Yeah.
It almost
you're saying
would have been better to
he should be beat up enough to question his own motives.
Yes, to go like maybe I'm not the Defendor, right? Like I can't. And then he has this like, no, I am. I think that would have been powerful. Again, not necessary, but just something that could have been.
I like the way they did it
added
better,
a layer
because it kind of keeps the purity and kind of essence of who Arthur is, and that he's this staunch-minded, good person.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I need to do because this is what is right.
Yeah, but I mean, if he started doubting himself, that doesn't make him not a good person.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what the story's trying to tell.
No. Okay.
So, just,
all right.
I don't want to poo-poo your thoughts, but that's my
fine.
counterpoint.
Yeah. Shit all over my idea.
I am going to poo-poo it. Yeah.
Yep, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. What else?
I don't know.
You ready to score it?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. I need to. I should look at my other scoring stuff so I kind of keep things. I don't want to rate it higher or lower than something.
Oh, you don't base it off that.
Well,
you're trying to sway your score.
My first thought is like 7.8.
Okay.
Let me just take it going.
All right. That's your immediate. So that would take you from a 7.5. and leave you at a 7.5.
Maybe I should make it an 8.
It would take the overall score for yours.
I should give it an 8.
All right.
It's because, like, if Unbreakable's an 8,
thing.
yeah, if Unbreakable's an 8, this is definitely an 8.
All right. So you gave it an 8, which takes you from a 7.5 to a 7.5 for your opinion of your films. However, it takes the overall score from your films, the average, from a 6.7 up to a 6.8.
And what would you give it, sir?
I was going to give it a 6.9.
Prior to discussion?
No, I'm still.
You're still giving it a 6.9?
Still giving it a 6.9. I think it's good. I think it's fun. It's not. It to me, it doesn't quite crest into the 7 territory because it's not like, man, this was like, I got to tell Brienne about this. We got to watch it again tomorrow night type of thing.
Okay.
But it's fun, and I would be. There's a person or two in my life who I think would get a rise out of this, and I might, put it forth as an option on a movie night type of thing. Yeah, it's good. It feels low budget a lot of the time.
Oh yeah. It's definitely B movie material, which is elevated beyond B movie by the acting.
Yeah. So a 6.9 would take my score for your films from a 6.0 up to a 6.1.
Ooh, moving up in the world.
Yeah. Still 0.5 below me. But
whatever.
I'm
caution to the wind at this point.
That's fine. Well, I mean,
I don't even know what I'm going to do next
But
time.
it raised your score.
Yeah.
It still raised your score. So that's impressive.
Yeah.
What'd you watch this week?
Oh yeah. What did I watch this week? I got some watching in.
Me too. This is like the most eventful one for me.
Oh,
in a
while,
time.
yeah. So, One Piece, continuing that fun journey on the. For those that know One Piece, I'm on the Whole Cake Island arc.
Okay.
It's literally a cake island. Everything's made of candy and cakes and food.
Dumb.
It's so weird, but so great. I love it. Family movie night.
It made its return?
Yeah, we got a family movie night in this past weekend.
Something with dinosaurs?
No.
Oh.
We watched Despicable Me.
The first one?
Rise of Gru.
The second
It's
one?
the prequel.
So
there was
right.
Minions, which was I would say it's the weakest of them.
Well, because
And
they make a
Minions-
great supporting character,
Yeah.
but not like...
Minions ends with them meeting a young Gru who's like still in public school, but this genius, smart inventor and crafty evil guy kid. So this one kind of picks up from around that point. And yeah, he ends up meeting Dr. Nefario and all this other stuff. And it was a fun film. It was I would say it's a worthy entry to the Despicable Me franchise.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not the best of them, but worthwhile watching if you enjoyed Despicable Me. Then we actually did 2 family movie nights because my daughter was not around for the one.
Okay.
And so we watched another movie on Saturday night.
Because she came back and she was like, what the hell?
Well, she was at a birthday party.
Oh.
So, and sleepover. So anyway, she wanted to do a family movie night with us. And it was her pick. And she picked a movie called Mummies.
Oh, okay. The animated.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it good?
It's about how mummies have their own civilization under the crust of the earth.
Yeah. It looked cute when I saw the trailers.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a fun animated flick.
All right.
Yeah. It was not horrible. It wasn't like Disney classic
Right.
level, but it wasn't like Disney classic sequel either. It was better than a Disney classic sequel.
Right.
Right. I would say it's probably somewhere in the middle, a little nudge towards the better. It was fun. It was
Okay.
fun. And then on my own time, I watched I watched this with Emily. Yeah, we watched this together. We watched a spy flick on Netflix called
Spy Kids?
The Union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That doesn't sound as good as Spy Kids.
It's got Marky Mark.
But is it Spy Kids?
No, it's
Oh.
not Spy Kids. It's Marky Mark. The kind of premise of it is that the Union is this spy network that all the people who are part of it are just kind of like average Joes that know how the world works.
Right, okay.
Like construction workers and electricians and like the computer hacker whiz is a guy who worked at an Amazon warehouse
Right.
and like made the warehouse 4 times more efficient on the computer software, and so the Union picked him up.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
it was a fun. I mean, it wasn't anything like special, but it was really fun and a cool take on kind of like the spy action films. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's all I watched.
That's All right.
What did you watch? Because you got a list apparently.
Yeah. So I watched, for the first time ever, I watched Road to El Dorado.
Oh no way! I
Yeah.
watched that like for the first time ever a little while back. Yeah,
Really good.
yeah,
Like surprisingly funny
and raunchy
and raunchy, but like
for a kids film.
yeah. There's like
There's a lot of sex
naked
jokes.
men and naked men running through the jungle.
Yeah,
No, I really like the dynamic, like the wit between the two characters, especially the
thieves,
beginning when they're kind of like Jack Sparrowing their way out of their,
out of the
adventures. So Road to El Dorado, highly recommend it.
city. Yeah,
Really good.
It's a lot of fun.
I have been rewatching the first season of Rings of Power because I've watched all of the second season now.
Okay.
I watched the second season without Brienne. Brienne wants to see the second season. I had to,
Okay.
refresh her a little bit on the first season because it's been 2 years since
Right.
she's seen it and doesn't care as much as I do. So she hasn't committed it all to memory.
Right.
And so we actually just finished the first season today. So we'll be moving on to the second season. Probably start it tomorrow or something. Still watching House. I watched the first episode on Amazon Prime of Batman the Caped Crusader. It's like the newest
New animated?
yeah. Like just came out within the last couple of weeks. Animated Batman show.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. Batman just Batman Caped Crusader.
Oh, weird. He's got like
He's almost got
long
like
Halloween costume.
or like first appearance but without the purple gloves type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got like the wider ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
I struggle to get into animated stuff like this as an adult. I think as a kid I probably would have loved the show. As an adult I struggle to get into it. There's all kinds of controversy surrounding
Is it black and white?
No.
Oh,
There's-
this must be like a flashback.
There's
Okay.
all kinds of controversy surrounding this show right now, because they do a little bit of gender swapping with some of the villains,
Okay.
like Penguin. Spoiler alert, but I mean, everyone knows at this point. Penguin's a woman in it, and it's like. But here's the thing: you're watching it, and you're like, "This checks all my boxes for doing a gender swap." Right? There's nothing intrinsic to. At the end of the day, there's nothing intrinsic to who Penguin's character is that he's got to have a penis. Like there just isn't. Right? You can have all the same trauma. You can have all the same
Right.
character traits or whatever. So it works. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just really struggle to get into, even if it's a great show or even if it's Batman, I struggle to get into this animated stuff. So I don't know. Maybe
So
I'll watch it.
It's not necessarily poorly written or
No, I thought the first
animated.
episode was good.
Okay.
Right? Like, and it's the same thing. It's like I desperately want to watch, but have still only seen the first episode of the first season of the Harley Quinn show.
Okay.
And I think the first episode's great. And from what I hear, the show is amazing. And I'm just like, but it's a cartoon. Right? Like, I don't know why.
I don't care.
And then
just don't
finally,
care.
because I was on an Amazon Prime kick.
Okay.
And this was something I said to Pete the other day. I can't remember what episode was that. What were we reviewing, Pete and
Anyway.
Anyways,
You were telling him.
I was telling him that I hope, like, Amazon Prime, the thing with the Rings of Power show is it's so... Oh, when we were reviewing Wolves, it's so pretty. Like, say what you will or have whatever issues you have with how true they did or didn't stay to Tolkien's canon. Say what you will about characters and story and, whatever.
Sure.
It's just a friggin' gorgeous
Yeah.
show to look at.
Right.
Really beautiful cinematography, really great color grading, damn near flawless, like actually really enjoyable to watch and jaw-dropping CGI where you're like, I buy it.
Sure.
Like, that's a cave troll and I buy it. Like, it's there.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so I was on a little bit of an Amazon Prime original kick, and I watched the first half of the first episode of a show, and then I turned it off because I was like, this is probably, this is just something I can throw on and watch, and if I like it or if I'm into it, then I'll keep watching it. Not only did I like it, but I thought to myself, this is probably good enough that I should wait and watch it with Brienne. Like, this could be a fun. Now, again, that's just a review of the first half of the first episode, but that's the show Fallout.
Oh,
based on the Bethesda.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched the first half of the first episode and I was like, this is sick.
Okay.
It's
cool.
like, again, really pretty.
Yeah.
Like, just what a pretty show. But I was like, okay, I'm
so
into this. I'm into this. And what I really love about Amazon shows,
It's pretty.
what I really love about Amazon shows, and Disney, if you're listening, listen good. When I turn on Amazon Prime and I go to look at the next episode of a show that I'm watching, and I see that it's 70, 72, 75 minutes long, I pee in my pants a little bit. When I go to load a Disney Plus show and I see the next episode of the show that I'm excited to watch is 17 minutes long, I shit in my pants a little. And one of those is a far less enjoyable experience than the other. God. Friggin' clowns. Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I watched. We're trying to get my mom over to watch Joker. She's never seen the Joaquin Phoenix Joker,
Right.
and she
'Cause
wants to.
go see the
She wants to go see the new one.
Folie à Deux.
By the time this episode comes out, we likely will have. In fact, there may even be a review with Pete and I up by that point, by this point. But she was just, first it was scheduling, and then she was like, okay, today's the day I'm coming over. And I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, but like 2 hours later, she's like, I have a sore throat. And I'm like, okay, Mom. So maybe
Sore throat stop you from watching a movie?
well, she doesn't want to make us going into this coming weekend is the Canadian the real Thanksgiving.
Right.
Stupid Americans. Just kidding.
Who does
kidding.
Thanksgiving a month before Christmas? It's too much turkey.
It's a lot of turkey.
That's too much turkey.
Yeah.
You need a couple months break then.
Yeah. We do. What is ours based on? Is it like the second something and a something?
I don't know. I would assume it's when people landed in
I hate when
Newfoundland.
No, but I hate when what? No, I hate
When the Vikings landed in Newfoundland, we celebrate Thanksgiving.
and met with the aliens. I hate holidays that don't stay put.
They jump. What do you mean they don't stay put?
New Year's Eve is always December 31st. Christmas is always December 25th. Halloween is always October 31st. Valentine's Day, Canada Day, the 4th of July, like whatever have you. But then you've got Easter. And everybody has to get out their phone and go, when is Easter this year?
It's still stable. It's just not a day. It's a specific week. Like it's always the same weekend.
It's not. It is not. Because because sometimes it's at the end of March or mid-March. This year coming up, it's like April 18th. It's stupid late this year. And you know what it's based on?
What?
The lunar cycle.
Easter is.
Yeah. Easter is based on the moon.
Well, Thanksgiving's not. Thanksgiving's always like the second weekend of the month.
Is it?
Yeah.
But why? But qua. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all listed down below, or X, or whatever Elon wants us to call it these days. We have a Patreon page where for less than a coffee a month, less than rent a month, actually, less than buying a Tesla a month, you can support the show, but also less than a cup of coffee a month. Although coffee can be expensive. What's a more accurate?
You go to Starbucks.
Then that's expensive. But it's like, what's an even closer?
In today's market, $1 doesn't get you much.
Less than a bottle of water a month.
Yeah.
It's less than Depending a bottle of water a month.
Unless you get one of the cases from the store.
Well, no. But I'm talking like vending machine.
Vending machine water?
Yeah. Like it's the year is 2002 and Aquafina has all that flavored water shit. You remember when back when the first wave of flavored water?
Aquafina was just water and not an actor?
And we have merch. Support our merch page.
We don't have Aquafina merch.
We don't. That's how you get sued.
It's a blessing.
That's how you get sued. What do you mean a blessing? Aquafina's great.
Like her. I don't like her.
Really?
She got an annoying voice. I don't like it. It's jarring.
That voice is going to make her a lot of money. That's why they have her doing all kinds of voiceover stuff now.
Yeah.
Because it's recognizable.
It's like what's his name? But what's his name puts on a voice. She doesn't. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, what's his
back
face?
From the 90s. He's I don't know.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah. That's the one.
Why'd you punch your microphone?
Because my hand came back and the thing is lower than what I thought it was, and I did it again.
That happens with age.
Yeah. Well, you punched your mic the other week, so I figure.
Oh, I was angry.
I get one.
I was angry.